Jack, first of all, we welcome you in the United Arab Emirates and welcome you in Dubai. And we hope you're not, or your injury is not that serious.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here in Dubai. It's lovely here, and thanks. And also, yeah, my injury's not too bad. It's just precautionary, as Trevor said, and hopefully I'll be back as soon as possible.
How's the sun in Dubai?
Sorry?
How's the sun in Dubai?
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, obviously in England it's cold. We don't get this type of weather at this time of year, so it's nice to get away and get a bit of sunshine.
All right, Jack. First of all, I would like to talk about tonight's match. A lot of Arsenal fans are not feeling optimistic about going through tonight with Bayern Munich. How do you feel about tonight's match?
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a tough ask. We know that. I mean, we didn't give ourselves much of a chance in the first leg. I mean, they're a good team and they our place now. But we're optimistic. You know, there's no point of us going there and giving up before we get there. So we'll go there, we'll play. You never know, if we get an early goal and then we put them under pressure, and we'll see what happens. All
right, Jackie. Tonight we're in the program. We're discussing how to get Arsenal back on the track of winning a trophy next season. What do you think Arsenal needs in the coming seasons?
I think first and foremost, we need a bit of luck. You know, this season we've not had much luck. We've had a few games that we should have won and we haven't won. So we also need to learn how to see out games as well. And against the big teams, we seem to not do so well this season. So I think this season, first of all, we have to get into the top four and make sure we have Champions League football next season. And then next season we'll start again, and we've got a clean slate again, and hopefully we can get a trophy next year.
What do you think of your chances of qualifying to the Champions League next season?
I think we've got every chance. We had a disappointing result against Tottenham, but I feel we was unlucky in that game. You know, we dominated, and then they scored two quick goals, and that really set us back. But we've got obviously Tottenham lost at the weekend as well, so that was good for us. So we've got a big game on Saturday at Swansea away, which is a tough game. If we get a win there, then we've got a few home games coming up, and we expect to win our home games. So hopefully we can catch the top four.
All right, my last question from me, and then I'll transfer you to Trevor Sinclair. A lot of Arsenal fans, especially here in the Middle East, are worrying about Jack Wilshere future, because they've seen Thierry Henry leaving, Samir Nasri, Cesc Fabregas, and Van Persie lately leaving Arsenal. They think the next star or the best star they have now is Jack Wilshere. Can you assure them your future with Arsenal?
Yeah, of course. I think it's different for players like Thierry Henry and Van Persie and Fabregas. I mean, they're not English, you know. I'm English, and Arsenal is my home. I've grown up around the stadium and around the training ground. All my friends and family are there, so it's sort of like a home for me now. And I see my future at Arsenal, and hopefully we can win some things in the future.
All right, Jack. There's a question from Trevor Sinclair, your friend.
Jack, you revealed to me earlier you used to go and watch West Ham, which is delightful for me to hear. We're talking about captains later on in the show. Could you see yourself being captain for Arsenal, and if so, what qualities have you got to do that job?
Yeah, I mean, that would be a dream come true if I was to captain Arsenal. And obviously, I grew up at Arsenal and I was captain from the under-10s, under-11s, all the way up to the under-18s. So I think being at a club like Arsenal where there's not many English players, I think an English player would be a good captain there, as they understand, especially someone like me, as I understand the club. You know, I've been there for a long time. I think that's one of the big qualities that if I was captain I'd bring. But there's a great captain there at the moment. You know, Wilshere, he's a great leader, and he's shown that this season, I think.
Watch this space. Also, just looking ahead now internationally with the England squad, what do you think the chances are for England 2014 over in Brazil? Do you think you've got a good chance of doing well in this tournament?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think now we've got a mix of youth and experience. I think that's what you need. I mean, all the young English players coming through now seem to have the right technical ability, which is nice to see. Especially like Tom Cleverley and Phil Jones and myself. I mean, they're players who've been brought up together. You know, I played with them at 17 level and under 21 level. And if you look at the likes of Germany, that's what they seem to do and build a team. So hopefully now we've got a good team, and we can come together more in the next year and then qualify for Brazil, and we give ourselves a good chance going out there.
Similar to the Barcelona boys and Spain, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I mean, look at all the Spanish teams. They've been together for years now, and I think we need to build something like that in England, and I think we are now. I mean, there's a good youth lot coming through, and even below that, there's a few good players coming through. So hopefully now the future's bright for England.
All right, Jack, before we move on, there's one more question. Apparently, everyone is talking about Arsene Wenger, and he's under pressure, and they're criticizing him season by season. How is that affecting the squad? How is that affecting you as a player in the team?
I don't think you can question the Arsenal manager. You know, he's been there for 16 years, and he's built something which only another club I can think of is Man United. Like Sir Alex Ferguson's been there, so I don't think it affects us as players. No, I mean, what we do on the pitch is down to us. It's not down to the manager. I mean, if we don't perform, the manager can only put us out there. So we have to look at ourselves as players. And I think as players, you have to be man enough to accept that. You know, especially at a club like Arsenal, who haven't won anything for 7 years. That's too long for a club like Arsenal. So we know the pressures we're under, and we just have to deal with it.
All right, Jack, finally, if you can spare some words for your Arsenal fans around the Middle East or North Africa. They're so worried about Arsenal. If you can spare them some words, if you can promise them something for the next couple of seasons.
The treble.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
I mean, if you can spare some words, or can say some words to the Arsenal fans in the Middle East, they're watching you now. If you can assure them how's Arsenal going to be in the next couple of seasons.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
All right. I don't think you can hear me very well. I'm just saying, if you can say something to the Arsenal fans in the Middle East, they're worrying about Arsenal. Can you assure them how's Arsenal going to be in the next couple of seasons?
Oh yeah, I think every fan of a team who haven't won anything for about 7 years is going to be worried, you know. But we have to get the first trophy, and then hopefully a few more will come in. We're just as disappointed as the fans are not to be winning things. You know, we feel we're good players, and maybe there's a mental barrier that we have to break. Until that, we probably won't win anything. But hopefully next season we can all come together and we'll have everyone fit, because that plays a big part as well. You know, we have to have a bit of luck and we can win something. All
right, Jack, we thank you very much for being here with us in the Inside Premier League, and we wish you a very pleasant break in Dubai.
Thank you.
And we hope to see you in Abu Dhabi once.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jack.